So it's important to study our history, to study African American history, and to study labor history. They're interrelated. All right, they're interrelated. All right, you know. And so when we look at Montgomery, we look at Rosa Parks, but it's the Parks Institute in Detroit that the Parks left. No one talks about Mr. Parks. Read her autobiography. Mr. Parks recruited Rosa into the NAACP. That was a love story. You know, and took her screaming and you know, dragging into the movement. And Mrs. Parks talks about how she would have to be in the back room in the early part because the men would be in the front room with the guns protecting her in case the Klan would come along. You know, just the policy, official policy, NAACP was self-defense. And so, and the quiet, best kept secret in the liberation movement has been the consistent leadership of African American women. So it was the women that made, with some members, made the Montgomery bus boycott successful.
That's right.
And we need to look at networks. Right? No man, no woman is an island. Right? So we don't get to wherever we ever get to on our own. All right? And so if it wasn't for A. Philip Randolph, it wouldn't have been a successful Montgomery bus boycott. Because the key man that made the Montgomery bus boycott go around was E.D. Nixon,
Right.
who was the treasurer of the Montgomery Improvement Association, who was a Pullman car porter. And so he was also the head of the Montgomery or Alabama NAACP. And Rosa Parks was his secretary.